Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is August 24th, 2015. My name's Rex Harris, and as always, it's great to spend some time with you guys here this evening. So it's been an exciting day in the world of business, I guess you could say, for those of you that have been paying attention to what's been going on with the banks and Wall Street. So thank God for our home businesses, huh? So with that, we have Jocelyn here this evening that is going to be sharing with you for our Monday Mindset on the topic of setting clear intentions. She's also going to be doing a quick review of last week and also giving you guys an action plan to follow so you can put some things into process. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Jocelyn. Jocelyn, the floor is yours.
Hey, Rex, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I had something I was going to say, and I just kind of went out of my mind. But I do appreciate the wonderful introduction, and I'm honored and blessed to be able to be here to share some time with everybody. So basically, last week I just kind of got started in general with talking about, some different stuff and the importance of having the right mindset. I apologize. My friend's dog is visiting, and he's trying to get into the camera. Anyways, as I said, one of the things with business is the marketing system. You always have to have a lead capture page, an autoresponder, a way to collect the leads. But even with everything in place the way it should be, if you don't have the right mindset, you're kind of swimming an uphill battle. And so, he's got to go. I apologize. So one of the things we talked about was the have, do, be mindset that a lot of people have, which is they think that once they have enough money, then they'll be able to do the things that they want, and then that way it'll make them be the person that they always long to be. Whereas successful people change the paradigm in their mindset of, be, do, have, which is they start with that feeling of already being, and by doing so, they're able to do and take the actions that then enables them to have what it is that they look for and that they want to have and they want to achieve. That's why a lot of times you'll see all the successful people who do achieve their goals. It's because they have switched their paradigm to the be, do, have. We also talked about the importance of creating the positive vibration, because like with magnets, when they will be, if you take something and it's not in the same vibration, you put them together and they will fight each other and they won't come together. But yet, if you're on the same vibration, they automatically, pull together. And by doing that too, that's when you open yourself up to the different opportunities, people, and resources that will help to make your dreams a reality. We also discussed and talked about like the daily success rituals. One of them was to have a gratitude journal where you write 5 different things every day that you're grateful for using I am statements, such as, I am grateful for my house. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful to have money in the bank. Different things like that. And every day the trick is obviously to do different things that you're grateful for, because that opens you up to more and more things to be grateful for, if that makes sense. We also talked about some of the other daily success rituals, such as random acts of kindness, offering words of encouragement, volunteering, playing with your kids. There's a bunch of different ones that were listed that you could do in order, and the key, of course, is the repetition and doing it every day so that it becomes a habit and getting yourself into your, happy place or the positive vibration, because you must be in the happy place or the positive vibration before you can even think about setting your intention or creating goals. Most people go through life on autopilot with no set destination and they're living by default. They feel as if... Hold on just a second.
And so while Jocelyn's wrestling with her dogs, sorry about that, guys and gals, but that's one of those things that makes it wonderful about having a home-based business. So she will be back here in just a second, and there she is, the dog wrangler herself, ladies and gentlemen, Jocelyn Jones.
I apologize.
That was hysterical.
I was so glad everyone found that funny. Um, anyways, as I was saying, most people go through life on autopilot with no set destination and living by default. And they feel as if they have no control over things that happen to them. Little do they know that they can create their life and plan out the roadmap for the destination. Perfect example of that is that I'm getting ready to take a trip to Florida to visit my business partner and friend Rex and his family. And could you imagine what would happen if I just got into my car and started to drive with no plan? I live in New York. He lives in Florida down the East Coast, and if I have no idea how to get there, do you think I'm going to make it there? And obviously, you wouldn't do that either. You'd make sure that you took the time to map out your trip so you know how to get to your destination. And basically, that's the same thing with when you're creating your intentions. Before you can even set any goals for yourself, you want to start out by first setting an intention. An intention is an energetic statement that describes what success looks like, feels like, and acts like in the area of any area of your life that you want to impact. And it's really the big why behind the goals that you set. Because when we try to set goals without a clear intention, we often lack direction and can end up with goals that are all over the place. And without a clear intention, when faced with challenges, we're also much more likely to get discouraged, lose our momentum, or even give up. I'm sure that if any of you have ever sat down, and tried to think of a goal and didn't quite know how you were going to get there, you've probably faced, some of this before. So, as I'd said, the intention is the power and the energy behind your goals and why you set your goals in the first place. And a goal is the concrete milestone that marks the progress as you move along the path in alignment with your intention. From there, you want to create powerful present tense affirmations to help you stay motivated. And then you also will choose specific measurable actions to take you and bring you closer to your goals. Another suggestion is that you find an accountability partner, someone that can help keep you on track. I'm sure she's here. She's not actually on the Hangout, but I guarantee you that she's probably watching from afar. And one of my accountabilities is my techie chick, Laura McCarthy. She helps to keep me focused because I sometimes have a habit of getting off on a tangent because I have so many ideas and I'm so creative, and sometimes I need her to rein me in and keep me focused. And sometimes it would be like, okay, those are great ideas, and she will acknowledge my ideas, and then she'll help me to figure out, okay, which one are we going to focus on right now and work on, and then from there we can move on to the next one. So I highly recommend finding an accountability partner that someone can help you with that. Obviously, we here at the Academy, any one of us that would be more than willing to help be your accountability partner. And so now one of the things that I would like to do is an exercise with you guys, because sometimes a lot of people, they don't quite know what it is that they want. I mean, I want to make $1 million, or I want to be rich, that type of thing. But they really don't know exactly what it is. So I'd like you guys to take a few minutes and get out a piece of paper and a pen. If it works better for you to open up a Word document, like a WordPress document, not WordPress, Microsoft Word, or even Google Docs, open that up on your computer, and you can even type some of this as you go along. And for this exercise, select a life category that you'd want to set an intention and goal for. Suggested topics are, you could do money and career. That can include, finances. If you have a job, maybe you want to get a better job. If you have your home-based business or thinking of starting a home-based business, obviously it would fall into that category. Health, health and wellness, anything that has to do with weight loss, getting in better shape, bodybuilding, any of those, just, being healthy, eating healthy. Love and relationships, maybe you want to find, your perfect soulmate, friends and family, spirituality, or service and contribution. So think about which topic it is, and you can do it for each area of your life, but for right now we'll just select one. So are you ready? If you're ready, please type yes in the box so we can see that you're ready to get started. Laura, gotta love the fur children. Oh, yes. So if you guys can just type in the box that you're ready, or, Rex, too, if you want to let me know if you're ready to get going. that people have had time to get their piece of paper and a pen or pencil works too. Okay, see, Laura has posted the suggested topics. Now I just need to know because I don't want to. Okay, Rex is ready. All right. Sounds good. Okay, we're good. All righty. So the first step number 1, what do you really want? Take a minute to think about what you really want and write down 3 things that you specifically want in the topic that you chose. Just imagine the Jeopardy theme song playing in the background as you're writing this, or, the soft, peaceful, quiet music. I'm not going to, I could have my daughter come in and sing, but that might be a little distracting. Now, once you've written down those 3 things, I want you to circle the one that is the most important and the one that you want to focus on the most right now.
All right, just for clarity, what are the 3 things?
For step 1, they're writing, what do you really want? So, like, in the category that they chose,
Right.
So if they selected like money and career, they're going to write down 3 specific things that they want to accomplish in that area.
Gotcha.
And then from that, of the 3 things that, like, maybe if I want to make $1 million, I want to be financially, then they're, of the 3 things that they write, they're going to circle the one that's most important that they want to focus on right now.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So then once they have that, step number 2 is why. Why do you want this? Why is this important to you? This is all part of step 2. I'm just going through, some of the questions to help guide. So why do you want this? Why is this important to you? What is the pain of not having what you want, and how does this make you feel? What will it be and feel like when you have what you want? And why don't you already have exactly what you said you want? So again, with step 2, and if I'm going too fast, just let me know and I can slow down. Why do you want this? As a part of the step 2, why is this important to you? What is the pain of not having what you want, and how does this make you feel? What will it be and feel like when you have what you want? And why don't you already have exactly what you said you want? What are some of the reasons? What are some of the limitations? What are the barriers that are holding you back from getting? Because if you had everything in place and you would already have what you want, why is it that you don't have what you say you want? What do you think it is that's holding you back from getting what you want?
Okay, I took the notes here. I just want to clarify this with you one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want from this? Circle the most important out of 3. Why is this important to you? What is the pain of not having what you want, and how does that make you feel? What will it look like when you have what you want? And why don't you have it if you don't have it? What's holding you back?
Yes.
Cool.
And then the next step is for you to write out like an overview or a plan or a strategy on how to get what you want. What are some things that you think you could start doing right now to help work towards what you've just decided you wanted. So maybe it's that you're going to make $10,000 a month. Maybe that's what you really want in your business. Okay, so now what you want to do is start thinking, what are some things that you could do? What are some action steps that you could start taking in order to start getting you to where you say you want to be? And I will be right back. I have to check on something real quick. Oops. Okay, so yeah, I was just wanting to check on something real quick. Step 3 is actually the what is it going to feel like, or excuse me, step 3 is a why don't you already have exactly what you said you wanted, and then step 4 is the plan or strategy. So I just want to make sure I was giving the correct information. I forgot to number the one in my outline. So yeah, so step 2 is broken down with the why you want this. It's the why is this important to you, what is the pain of not having, and how does it make you feel, and what will it feel like when you have what you want. That's all part of step 2. And then step 3 was a why you don't already have it. So some of the ideas to think of why they don't have. I know for me in the past with some of the stuff, it was fear of rejection, certain things that were holding me back, and it was my own self. It was my own limiting beliefs that was holding me back. And I think that as you go through this exercise, you'll discover that it's probably similar for yourself as well.
Hey, can I speak to that just real quick?
Absolutely.
I want to key in on what she just said there, because I went through, exactly that. And the challenge that I faced more than anything was just making the decision that this is what I believed in, this is what I was going to do, and start implementing it. And I think one of the biggest challenges a lot of people face when it comes to business and marketing online, and even their beliefs and spirituality, is that there are so many influencing forces, both from your mind and from, the people that that sometimes make it hard to make that decision. But it really just boils down to doing it and forgetting what anybody else thinks in the process. And for some people, that's easier said than done, just based on relationships and stuff like that. But, you really do have to get to that point where you just take the action. And I'll give it back to Jocelyn after this. And this might seem a little bit, I don't want to seem morbid or anything like that, but what helped me was being confronted with the question, Rex, what is it that you would be willing to die for? Because to me, that's what it came down to, because there were just, I don't know, there was just something within me that, for whatever reason, could not or would not embrace something for the purposes that I had conceived, for myself. It had to match up with, the deep down purpose that went clear back into the time that I was a kid. Okay. So, I mean, that's really kind of where the rubber meets the road when you realize to yourself, what is it that I'm so passionate about in life that I would be, even, willing to lay my life down for, because that will give you a lot of clarity as to what it is that you truly believe and what message it is that you have to share with the world. What is that one thing that you want to be able to help someone else overcome that they've overcome in their life? So, all right. Thanks, Jocelyn.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. I appreciate you piping in and offering some additional ideas and guidance. Okay, so we got that part about and the next one, of course, is starting to write a plan and coming up with a strategy of different action steps that you can take. And so then the next step is then what are your first 3 actions that you can do to improve in the category that you selected. They must be simple and doable and something that you'll complete right away. Small victories. Small victories lead to big victories. And, we said it time and time again that you don't have to go and accomplish a marathon, tomorrow, which, again, most of us are not in any way, shape, or form ready. However, if you know something like that is coming on, what do you do to prepare? You do small, daily, consistent steps. And that's pretty much kind of what this is saying, too, is it's the whole thing with, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So when you're thinking of something, think of something that you're going to be able to achieve and do it right away. It shouldn't take any longer than 30 minutes for each of these actions. I mean, maybe it's something as simple as if you haven't set up a Facebook profile yet. Maybe, you do that. And if you need help, we're here to help you. Maybe it's something as simple as sending out an email blast. So if you're, if it's your work-related situation that you selected. If it's health and wellness, maybe it's, you'll drink water all day for one day, and not drink anything else but water. Maybe it's, you'll eat vegetables, more vegetables, So just think of something that's going to be small and easy for you to implement so that you can feel that victory, you can feel that success, and that will motivate you to want to do more. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it. And then the next step is your commitment and your declaration. And here, what I want you to do is I want you to put your hand over your heart and say, I, and state your full name. So I, Jocelyn Jones, do hereby commit to list the 3 actions that you're going to do, no matter what, before next week's workshop. And sign your name to it. So to say that again, it's I, state your name, do hereby commit to, list whatever your 3 actions are, no matter what, before next week's workshop. You have to write that down and then sign your name to it. Once you've done that, all work and no play makes you a very dull person. Plus, you can lose motivation and get overwhelmed. So select a reward for completing your actions and make sure that you give yourself that reward because that helps to keep you inspired and moving forward. It could be something as simple as, I don't know, maybe if you're doing the weight, health and wellness and you lose 10 pounds, maybe you go and buy yourself a new shirt because you've lost the weight and you need clothes now. If it's in business, maybe you just take some time because you got your actions done and you have a little bit of free time and you can go spend time with the kids or the grandkids like I know Rex likes to do. When he gets done doing his work and doing his actions, he can go, play a video game with Kenny Bop or go swimming in the pool with the kids. Think of something that means something to you when you're selecting that reward. And then finally, step 8 is your accountability declaration. And once again, hand over your heart. Say, I, your name, Jocelyn Jones, do hereby commit to being on the Mindset Monday workshop next week, no matter what, and sign your name. Because again, just 90% of success is just showing up, being here every week, interacting with us, engaging with us, asking questions.
I'm making my commitment. I will be here next week. Homework done, ready to rock and roll. Actually, mine will be done by tomorrow, or maybe tonight. But it'll be done.
All right. There you go. No matter what. So
No
help
matter
you.
what. No, it'll be done.
So
It'll be
help
done.
you. Say your name.
It actually ties in really nice with an idea that I had for a blog post too. So it actually ended up getting some great value from this tonight. So thank you for that.
Well, very good. So basically, and just because I got to give credit where credit is due, that is one of the processes that T. Harv Eker walks people through with his life makeover coaching. He has a free thing that he had done where he walked people through the steps of how to get what they want. And I just thought that was really helpful, and I thought that people from the academy would definitely get something out of that. So right now, I guess, does anybody have any questions? I guess we can check the page to see.
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
I see Laura, our techie chick, is doing a wonderful job with keeping stuff on there.
Yeah, I was going to post my notes, and I went on there, and I see she already had them there. So.
Oh yeah, yep. She's on the ball, man.
All
That's
right.
what we.
I don't see any questions. So.
All right, very cool. So moving forward. So again, I'm really glad that everyone is here hanging out, and if people aren't a member of the academy yet, we highly recommend, because we're cool and we have fun and we're here to help you. And so if you were invited here tonight, get back with a person that invited you, or there is the form, I believe it's over to the right at the bottom as the page to sign up and create an account to come see what we're about. I also, for you guys, please, and I'm trying to make this as interactive as possible, because obviously, as you know, we can give you the tools and we can give you the information, but if you don't take the action, you don't take the steps, you're not going to see the results. So please come and, post your intentions, set down what it is that you're wanting to work towards, what your goal is, what your plan is, and post it in our Facebook group so we can be there to help to motivate and inspire you, and, obviously we're there to help each other. And just weekly exercises, please, continue to write in your gratitude journal every night. Continue to perform at least 2 daily success rituals, because of the fact, obviously, by doing that, it becomes a habit, and the more positive habits you have, the more successful you're going to be. And also, if you didn't complete that step-by-step exercise tonight, we've given it to you. We've got it posted. I can even do something up where we can have it as a PDF in the that we can have right there in the back office, Rex. If you'd like for me to do that, I can do that. Complete that step-by-step exercise. And next week's topic is, we're going to talk about how to create powerful I am affirmations to go along with your intentions and your goals, because it's all a step-by-step process, and it's all putting everything together. And that's what my plan is for next week. So again, I thank you, Rex. Do you have anything else that you would like to share?
No, I think this is great. I'm just go through one more time for people here. Review this, because I'm actually gonna use this outline, because there's a couple of things in here tonight that kind of really jumped out at me too. And this is the one thing about mindset and personal development that's so cool, because I know Jocelyn does a lot of it. I do a lot of it, and I know a lot of people that really spend as much time as they possibly can working on the spiritual side of their life. And I like the way that this kind of gives you the opportunity to kind of go through and not only spell out what you want, but also make you be accountable for why some things might not have gone the way that you wanted them to. And the one thing that I would just encourage everybody to do, and I'll do, is just be honest when it comes to answering these questions. What is the pain of having what you want to feel? Be honest with that. I've been there, and there's still times. I think that there's a lot of times where people have a misconception here or there about the life and reality of a lot of online marketers. Like, it's a lot of glitz and glimmer. There's a lot of work and a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that people aren't aware of too, when you're running a business and things of that nature. So, I mean, you're constantly, having to stay on your spiritual A game all the time. And a big part of that is, especially if you plan to be successful in your business, is getting honest when it comes to these questions. And the one that I would really, focus that you pay attention to this week: why don't you have it right now? And if you don't have it, and what's holding you back? Be honest with that, because that's a question right there that'll bring you through to a point of personal breakthrough. And you'll begin to think, and you'll begin to jot some things down, and then you've got some value to share with people when you're just willing to get real about some things. So excellent tonight, Jocelyn. This was fantastic. And yeah, we can get a copy of this put up in the academy? We could do that.
Yep, absolutely.
I'll put together a little PDF there and get that put together with the video. So we'll have those updates done tomorrow. So Jocelyn, again, thank you. And for everybody that's here tonight, thank you guys for coming out. It's been great to see you. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, we've got Tech and Mech. And we're going to be going back through and showing you guys some more strategies for creating PDFs and videos that you can give away as free incentives for the purpose of building your list. So without further ado, we will bid you sayonara for now. See you tomorrow night. God bless. Bye for now.
Thank you, everybody.